All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Break. This is the best place to get your new Lego news, leaks, rumors, opinions. Make sure we got audio here.
All right.
Yep, we do.
We
Excellent.
definitely have audio.
News, leaks, rumors, opinions, everything going on in the Lego community this week. So we will
Are
cover
we
it
allowed
all.
to talk about leaks?
We are allowed to talk
Yeah.
about leaks.
There's a leak in the
tells
boat.
us not. Somebody tells us not to. So we will start off with our Lego weeks. What we've been doing personally in our Lego lives this week. So who wants to go first today?
I'll go first. I don't have anything.
Okay. All right. Chris,
Yeah.
how about you?
Other than working at a Lego store, I have nothing personal.
You didn't buy
with
any
Lego.
sets, build any sets?
Actually, wait. I did buy some figs yesterday.
Okay,
Got a
there
few
we go.
figs. I did get something. It was Jedi
Did you,
Vader.
Now, did you buy 4 figs and
I
get
got
one free?
I did. I took
Okay.
advantage of that sweet deal that's going on until the end of the month. So
Good.
definitely don't.
Who did you get?
Jedi Vader, Dr. Eggman, Shadow, the Iron Man from that stupid Hulkbuster that's huge and expensive.
Yeah.
I hated that, but I kind of needed him for my Iron Man collection.
Fair enough.
And then I
Did you
got
display them all in
Yeah.
like a Hall of Armor?
Yeah.
Good.
And then I got the Dragon Paladin from the D&D. Yep. That guy's super cool. And there was one more fig.
Must not have been that great.
I guess it wasn't that cool, yeah.
No.
Is there anything that we have in the store that you're scheming on right now?
No, which is good for my wallet. But
Okay. That Lord of the Rings, Gollum and Frodo
other
back
than
by
that,
your desk?
no, that's, yeah.
Well,
Other
if
than
you don't want that, I'll put it out for sale.
No,
I mean, we can-
it's all right. Well, I'll hang on to that.
Okay. All right. Daniel, how about you?
I went to Germany this week, so I went with Intense Bricks and Corey, one of our fellow employees here, to Germany to go to Legoland Deutschland to visit the Fabrik shop, which is the factory store where they have all of the Lego parts which you can buy by weight, which is sort of an unconventional way. There's really nowhere else in the world that does it by weight as opposed to by volume or things like that. So it's sort of a different mindset trying to think of the cost-effective way to buy things based off of weight.
So you only got like a few things I see here.
Just a few, yeah, just a few. That's Corey and Intense Bricks there carrying our haul. So
yeah, that looks
got a little
very heavy.
Yeah, I don't remember what we got by weight altogether, but between the three of us, I think it was over $2,000
in parts
worth of just parts.
Yeah.
Is there a limit that you're able to get?
So all of the parts in the store, barring animals and a few other specialty pieces, are 10 euros per 100 grams. That's just it for all parts. There are some parts which are limited to only that 100 grams per person per day. So a lot of the foliage parts, a lot of the tiles, the things that you would think are rare, they're the same price. They're just limited to that quantity per person per day.
If you live near there, essentially you could go every day.
You absolutely could. You can buy a season. So it being my first time going, I bought a season pass, even though it was the only time I will likely go this year, because you get this coupon book, which gives you a bunch of coupons. It's like 25% off a single item, 20% off an entire
$2,000 order.
So basically, we combined all of our orders to the extent
to get
$400
$400 off.
20% off. So it immediately offset
yeah.
and quite then some the amount of the cost of the season pass. So it's
Nice.
it's more than worth it. So yeah,
And-
that was quite a week. It was a very spontaneous trip.
For anyone wondering if he had a great time, he clearly had a great time.
Yeah, you can see how happy I am here.
Well, I was talking about Kevin.
Yeah, yeah, Kevin.
That is amazing.
It was impressive. He's I'm 5'8", so this was at least 6.5, maybe 7
He is
feet.
on a little platform, so he's
Probably
foot.
6 foot to the top of his hair there, but
Yeah, pretty impressive.
amazing the amount of resources that the Lego group will waste on something like this. So never ceases to amaze me the things they choose to spend their hard-earned money on. So how about you, Chris? What's going on in your Lego week this week?
Well, it's hard to top that, Daniel.
Okay, right.
That's why I went first.
You're the owner of a Lego store. You got to have something going on.
Well, I just got back from a 2-week vacation. I was out of town, went back home to see my parents and go to a wedding in Maryland.
Oh, nice.
And although I didn't really have any Lego experiences, I went to a yard sale while I was up there.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a lot of stuff. So my
Nice.
brother collects Magic the Gathering cards, which are very expensive.
Yeah.
And I got a big monster box full of apparently good cards
Nice.
for him. So I brought
Was it
that
a
back
monster
for
box
him.
of monsters?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And then I got a whole long box full of comic books.
Ooh.
And I stopped buying comic books because they're so expensive. They're like $4 and $5 each now on the newsstand.
Sheesh.
These are all the new ones, but they're all the best new ones. So like all the Darth Vader #1, Han Solo #1, Leia #1, Thor #1. All this great stuff. Variant covers. He had some in there autographed by the artists.
That's
Great.
cool.
And I had actually heard of some. Mark Morales.
Oh, Miles Morales.
I got them for like 25 cents a book. And
Nice.
Fantastic.
Right.
Can't beat that. But I couldn't bring it home with me, so I got to wait for my parents to come down.
Oh.
Cool.
So, but that kind of spurred my interest in comic books again. So I'm gonna read all those when they bring them down.
Awesome. Glad to hear. All right, are we ready to jump in with the news?
Yeah, let's address everyone who's in the chat today.
Oh yes, yeah. Who we got hanging out?
We got Ben Causey, howdy hey. Grumpy said, anyone need anything from Bucky's, bro?
Actually, whoa, hang on.
If you're at Bucky's right now, bro.
Randy got a really cool Halloween cup. Did you see that?
No, that was a Christmas cup.
Or Christmas cup.
Yeah, I think Chris brought that one to her.
Oh
Or
gosh,
no, maybe
that's
it was her
tempting.
husband too.
Well, they probably have a new Halloween cup.
They always have something.
Yeah.
Randy wants a Halloween cup, I would say.
Yeah, Randy's in the
She
chat,
would-
so I'm
she
sure
would
she'll get you.
pay you back for that.
Yeah.
I don't think brisket travels well.
I don't think so, but man,
It
it
actually
sounds so
does,
good.
But it's $28 a
What
pound
time?
right now. So I just had a pound of brisket on my way home from
You
Maryland.
buy it by the pound? Oh, I was just talking about like some sandwiches or something.
Rick Bomb's in the chat.
Heidi ho!
That's right, Randy. Nothing better than fresh brisket on the board.
Mm.
Oh, it's 57. I love how everyone always throws out the temperature.
Brisket on the board.
It feels so good here today. It's,
I
it's
know, I love
beautiful
it's
weather.
gorgeous.
It's actually, it kind of warmed up a little bit again.
Rob Claxton in the chat. We got Travertine.
Ben Costi says
DJ.
57 in Perth. It's actually, it should be getting warmer there right now. They're about
Yeah,
to go into summer.
That's right. There you go. Ben Costi knows. He's been there.
Oh gosh, I know. The stuff with dreams.
Now that's a good part.
Oh, just wait. I brought my haul for show and tell, so
Oh.
stick around to the end and you can see what all
Never
I got.
too old for Lego. That's a great name.
That is a good name.
Yes, Randy. Happy Daniel Pictures.
Yeah.
And who else we got? We got the Night Guy. We got. Oh, that's still a Night Guy. I live right next to Bucky's.
Oh, that's awesome.
80 miles. Oh, so Grumpy's not even.
If I lived
At
close to a
Buc-ee's, yeah.
Buc-ee's, I would eat so much. brisket.
So here's some news for you. They're supposed to be building 8 new Buc-ee's in Georgia in the next
Wow.
2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but no information on locations. They just decided they're gonna build 8.
Oh wait, that wasn't Buc-ee's. That was Wawa. I like
No,
Wawa.
no, that's what my son says.
Oh,
Wow, wow.
I came down here. No, when I moved down here, we were talking about Buc-ee's and like nicer gas stations, and I had never been to one. And somebody was like, "Oh, it's like a really nice gas station." And I said, "Oh, like a Sheetz." And somebody said, "What is that? What are you talking about?" They thought I was like had looked at me like I had 2 heads, and I don't remember if it was you or not. And I was like, Sheetz, like a Wawa. And
I was just like,
apparently
what the heck
neither
are
of
you
those
talking
are
about?
down here.
No, I did go to
Yeah.
a Wawa when we went down to Orlando. You
Sure,
introduced me
and
to
I
a Wawa.
took Garrett
I mean, it's nice.
to Sheetz when we were up in Virginia for Brig Fair over the summer, and he thought they were good. Obviously, they're still nowhere near as good as Buc-ee's. They're more comparable to like a. They're nicer than a racetrack, but like kind of similar to a QT or something like a Quick Trip, kind of similar.
Never too old for Lego said, man, if I had a subscriber for everyone that says they like my screen name, I'd have 50,000 subscribers.
So there you go. Hey, having a good name is
Yeah, there
the
you go.
first step.
Oh, Ben. Next time he's over here, bro, we gotta
It's probably
take him
worth
to
the
a
trip.
Buc-ee's.
It's probably worth the trip. How far is the one in was it Macon, Warner Robins? It's like an hour.
It's like an hour 30 maybe.
Oh, so
Actually,
they,
no.
it's
If
kinda
you
in the
go to
wrong
Leeds,
direction,
it's
though.
not bad.
they
It's over
are
to
looking at
Birmingham.
building one closer to us. It's an hour away, and it's close to Macon. It's close to that other one.
Huh.
I don't know why there, but it's north of Macon.
Yeah, look at that. BJ knows all of these things. All right, boys, let's get into it.
All right, let's do it. Dealer's choice.
Oh, well, let's start with everyone's favorite theme, DC.
Okay, all right. Hey, I
Yeah,
don't
right.
hate these.
You're right.
I don't hate these.
First off, we have another mechs. Obviously we think the mechs are stupid, but they're great for kids,
Right.
and that's what they're marketed as. So they're great sets to get if you have kids.
And we're getting more than one fig.
Yeah,
and they're
2
not
figs
just
here.
bog standard figs like all the Star Wars.
This is a
ones.
really good Lex Luthor.
Yeah, the
I
Lex is
love
great.
the armor piece, the translucent bright green.
Yeah.
And then the Superman looks like another Superman.
Mm-hmm. I like the prints on the Lex, really. I mean, the shoulder piece is cool. I think we actually had that same one in a video figure in like the satin trans bright green, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I actually think the better part here is the printing on the torso and legs.
Yeah, it looks really good
for the armor, because you could combine this with some other like power armor suits for Lex and make some pretty cool ones.
And then we've got now we've had rumors for this set before, but it didn't say what figs were coming with it. Now we have a is it Dent?
Two-Face, Harvey Dent.
Harvey Dent. I was going to say Dent Harvey, but anyway, Two-Face from the Dark Knight trilogy. We've never gotten him before, and he looks really good. And of course, the Joker.
The suit is actually like burned on the one side.
It looks great. It looks fantastic.
The face looks great. The face actually looks the most similar to like the original Lego Two-Face before they got into the like crazy Lego Batman ones where he was all like pink and purple and goopy and stuff. And it looks like a new hair mold for this as well, which is kind of the like
that's true. Off
kind
the
of
side.
receded on one side.
Joe, can you turn your screen this way?
So you can see it.
But yeah, I think this will be great. This is another one of these kind of mid-sized playset.
Yeah. Now we did get the rumor this is going to be $60 as opposed to the last one we got, which is $40. I don't really know why, other than they can.
Yeah.
And then the last one is a 4+ set. We've got a Batman and a Mr. Freeze. They're fine.
Mm-hmm. Now is this like the animated series version of Mr. Freeze?
I don't know.
Or like a more comic?
No, this is not.
version?
I've gotten this one several times.
To me, that kind of looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to brush up on my different
looks like
Mr.
the
Freeze.
1989 Batman too, kind of.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I think it's just sort of a generic.
I think
one.
it's just Batman and Mr. Freeze.
It's a nice, simpler Mr. Freeze though.
Yeah.
They should have done a Penguin. That series right now.
Oh yeah, I've heard
HBO
people are loving the Penguin
amazing.
series. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, they have made the fig from the Batman. So
Yeah.
if you want the fig,
Yeah,
you can
it's
get
close,
it, but
too.
they
It's
haven't
close.
made anything for that. I don't know if we talked about this last week or not. I can't remember, but this is the Cerebro gift with purchase with the X Mansion. So this is a great gift with purchase. We might have touched on it, I don't remember, but this is very good. And I really hope there's a print on the back of the door. I don't know if there is or not, but I'd love to have the X either printed or detailed well.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess the computer
Probably
screen is
not.
probably a sticker. Is it one of the book cover pieces or what? Is it a
Um,
tile? Actually, it looks like it's just a 2x2 tile.
It might be, or it might be that long
I see like
tile
a
with the
circle.
clips on it.
Could be that.
I think that might be it. And it looks like Jubilee is the one who's on there, so that's another cool Easter egg.
But yeah, you get the simpler kind of Dr. Xavier as opposed to the one with the more brick.
I saw someone really funny.
hover chair.
They were like, "Look, I got the Dr. Xavier or Professor Xavier early. These are all common parts."
Right. Yeah.
So if you're getting it for the fig, that's not what you get it for. But if you get an X Mention anyway, definitely get it when you can get this because this is a good build.
Yep.
Alright, you
we have
pick
one more
one.
Marvel thing.
Do we have one more?
The,
Marvel
brickheads?
thing? Where did it go?
Oh, I've got a Marvel thing.
What you got?
The TV show that's out right now. It's a movie, I think. The Lego Marvel Avengers Damage Control.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
No.
It's on Disney Plus. I don't know how long it is, but
I actually haven't heard anything about that.
those cartoons are hysterical. They're all like really good.
Mhm.
So I would go to Disney Plus and watch it. I haven't seen it yet. I will.
Yeah.
But those are always good. Anyhow, it's Damage Control.
Okay.
Do you remember Damage Control from the MCU?
Like the ones that showed up for at the beginning of Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Oh, okay.
they were actually going to do a TV series on that before Disney Plus came out,
Mhm.
and it was going to be on ABC, and they decided not to. So I got a feeling we may see more Damage Control stuff. But there's a new superhero introduced in the cartoon, animated. It's CGI, right?
Okay.
And it's a cross between Deadpool and Wolverine, I think.
Interesting.
And he works for the Damage Control.
Cool.
So cool. We could see more Damage Control Marvel stuff coming out soon.
Yeah.
Brick Bombier said one of you has a very creaky chair.
Probably you,
It's
Jeff.
mine. Definitely mine.
Be still. Be still.
Anyhow, from the props world, I have a Department of Damage Control.
There it is.
Okay, I was wondering where this was going.
This is a container. It's like a metal container label from Spider-Man: No Way Home,
Cool.
and it's got the DODC
Yeah.
there.
Almost as cool as the front of the ATM.
Yeah,
That one's way cool.
yeah. So I haven't found this yet. I don't even know if it was used. It may not have been used, but it's still pretty cool.
It's surprising they make that on like a piece of metal and not just bring it on a piece of foam cord.
So
or
it's
something.
corrugated metal. So it's like metal on the outside and plastic on the plastic foam on the inside.
Cool.
So neat stuff.
Yep.
All right, Daniel.
Did we have our last Marvel thing? Did you get that picture?
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah.
There we go.
Woo!
So new Marvel brickheads. We've got the Captain America versus Red Hulk here. Looks like the Hulk is using the same kind of technique as the original one for the
Is
big
that Harrison
arms.
Ford?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, looks like it.
Yeah,
The eyes and
The big
and
eyebrows,
the big glare.
The
Yeah.
arms,
the
and
little
legs.
scar on the chin. You know.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I like the Falcon brickhead. It's a good brickhead.
Oh, actually,
What
no.
brickheads
Sorry,
are.
this one's Hellboy. Sorry, the box is mislabeled. No,
Wrong
I think
universe,
this.
Daniel.
I think this looks great. I think it's fine. The Captain America looks great as well. Getting a couple new prints on the front. What?
It's not Captain America.
That's what it says.
I know. I hate that.
That's what it says.
It's call him Captain Falcon or something.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I think these are cool. I think they look great.
Good brickheads.
Yep. I'm sure it'll be $20.
Yeah.
What do you want to do next? Star Wars, Harry Potter, Ninjago, Dreams. Friends.
Go for one I don't have a picture of. Dreams I don't have anything for.
All right, we will do Dreams. So on January 1st, we have just some extra updated information for all of the Dreams set. So we will have Z-Blob's Robot and Vehicle Adventures for 121 pieces, and that'll be $10. Nice cheap set. As well as Bunchu's Creative Animal Adventures, also $10, 143 pieces. And then getting on the larger side, we've got Izzy and Bunchuro the Gaming Bunny, 252 pieces
The Gaming Bunny?
$20.
That's crazy.
And then the biggest one here, the Wave Mateo and Z-Blob's Action Race Car, 485 pieces for $50. I'm glad Dreams is still going. It's just starting to feel a little redundant at this point. It seems like all of the set names are kind of running together. It's the same kind of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do with it. If they can kind of make it interesting and new again.
You don't want to see any of their themes fail.
Right.
But even Chima, when it was out, it's like, oh, they're discontinuing Chima.
Yeah, oh darn.
You know, you hope that there's a genre out there that's not you that likes it.
Yeah,
right.
Keeps it going,
I
like
think
Ninjago.
Most people that I hear watch Dreams say, but then they love the sets because the sets have fantastic features and they're just really wacky sets. A lot of people like. I can't help it.
All right. Take another pic.
All right,
Take a
let's
picture.
throw up another picture. Big money, big money, big money. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we will be getting a buildable. I think this is fine.
Yeah.
I think Lego is realizing what works and what does not for
Not
these big buildable,
humanoid people.
buildable characters. Right. They're not going to do a buildable Luke or a buildable Han or anything like that.
Horrifying.
They're doing small creatures and things,
Yeah.
so this should be similar probably to like the Grogu.
Yeah.
You know, it's a small, cute creature with large, big black eyes.
Super nice.
So yeah, I think it'll work. It's always the face that's the trickiest.
Yeah.
Face I think will work well.
Who doesn't like Ewoks? Have you ever heard
Right,
anybody
everyone,
say
dude,
that they don't
everyone
like
loves the
Ewoks?
Ewoks. They're adorable.
Yeah, it'll also be a good parts pack. Lots of new
Most
brown and dark
likely,
brown
yeah.
pieces again. It's pretty similar to the big Chewbacca.
Baby Sasquatch. That's right.
Yep.
I hope so, Ben. That would make sense for it to be scale.
Mm-hmm. We've got one other piece of Star Wars news. This is one that was actually a little bit contentious this week. But this is the Gascanos Pod Racer, which is a Walmart gift with purchase.
As everyone expected.
With this being the first Star Wars one, naturally there were a lot of people who thought this was something new and didn't understand how this worked. And they were like, oh, can I just go into a Walmart and buy stuff and get this?
Nope.
No. So they've done several of these Walmart gift with purchases before. And a lot of people were confused about how it worked, where you could get it, what kind of packaging it was going to come in. So I brought two examples of the two previous ones if you want to minimize this. So these were the two previous Walmart gift with purchases that they have done. So they did the Black Falcon's Castle and then the Lego Masters Trophy. And as you can see, the packaging was not consistent here, but I would guess with this one, they're probably going to go with the yellow box. I actually
Was this first?
That's what I can't remember. This
was
is not going to
23.
have a date on it, I don't
It
think.
said it right on the back of the box.
Well, the bag may
something.
not be as specific as the.
And this is 2020, so this was way first.
Well, that could just be when they made the yellow box. There's no
That
way
is,
this
yeah, that's a
actually
good
came
point.
out in
That's
2020.
valid.
So I don't remember which one of these was first. Somebody in the comments could probably
I bet they
fill me in. But the packaging could go either way. But basically, the way this works
Oh
is
yeah,
you
that's
buy
right, BJ.
something. Oh, that's right.
The
I forgot
mini
about
yellow
that
castle.
one. I
That was
believe
not
that was
that long
also
ago.
in a plastic
It
bag.
was.
So
It
maybe the plastic bag is more likely.
Oh no!
But
I didn't know
anyway,
there's no Walmart.
you can go in person to a Walmart and spend whatever the threshold is. I don't remember what it was for this
I don't
one. I
know.
think typically it was like $50. Or you can buy it online from Walmart, and you just have to submit either your physical receipt or like a screenshot of your order page that there's like specific information that
Right.
a screenshot has to show all in one picture. It's like your order number, your name, your address, the total or something. And then you'll like upload that to like a survey form basically. And if it's approved, you include your address, and then they will ship you the gift with purchase separate. So it seems kind of like a headache, but it's not really that bad as long as you read it carefully and you know what you're doing.
This was such a strange one because it says questions, email Andrew
Yeah.
M
Correct.
at rsmbiz.com.
This one
Could
had
you
it.
imagine being Andrew M and how many emails
Yeah.
he got?
This one
I
had it
remember
as well,
that.
I believe.
And it really
Because
is so strange.
when the package came, so this must be fulfilled by like a third party basically. Is what's
Right.
happening because all of them have come with something with this RSM Biz email address. And when I got the package, I remember talking about this on the Morning Brick when I got one of these. The like return address label was like retail sports marketing or something, which
Yeah.
is what RSM.
Yeah.
I remember looking that up, but
Stands
isn't that
for.
unprofessional?
Yeah.
Putting
It's a
somebody's
little
name
odd.
on
I think
there,
it's
I'm
their
surprised.
address. Why not just do
Yeah.
parts at rsmbiz.com?
Yeah.
I'm surprised Lego is kind of as loose with this as they are.
Yeah.
But the printed bricks in each of these have been very high quality,
Oh, yeah.
so it's not like they're getting custom printed by like a third party printer and it's
It's
like
just weird how it's
UV
being
printing and all
produced.
grainy.
Yeah.
It's a little unconventional, but they're all very high quality and it's not super tricky to get. So if you're interested in this one as a Star Wars fan, I would recommend it. I believe that is active now, by the way. You can read more about that online, but while supplies last. That's going to do it for Star Wars news for this week. What do we want to do next?
We
Want to do
got
another text-based one?
Yeah, do that so we can say.
All right, let's roll through the friend sets real quick. So these will also be coming out January 1st. We've got a number of large friend sets coming out. So largest to smallest, we have the Heart Lake City Apartments and Stores, which is going to be 2,040 pieces for $170. So I would imagine this is another one like they did like a Main Street or something with a whole bunch of different businesses. Unity Street, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So it could include some cool techniques or cool pieces. We'll just have to wait and see. Next up, we've got the Beekeeper's House and Flower Garden with 1,161 pieces for $100. This one could actually be really cool. The Friends Botanical Gardens was a really good set. The like bed and breakfast was a really good set. So I could see this kind of being a cool continuation of that. Next up, we've got the Restaurant and Cooking School, which is going to be 896 pieces for $80. I imagine this will just be kind of another standard shop, business, restaurant, cafe thing. This one's pretty cheap, but it sounds cool. Heart Lake City Candy Store, 376 pieces for $30. Again, just kind of another small storefront, but I like the theming at least. Camper Van Adventure, 778 pieces for $60. This sounds very redundant. I can't imagine that'll be anything cool or unique. And then this last one is the Heart Lake City Airport and Airplane. We don't have a piece count or a price for this one, but could potentially be the largest one of that wave.
It could be a good one.
Could be very cool. Could be interesting.
Airbnb. Right. Who goes to Airbnb bed and breakfast anymore? They're all Airbnbs now.
Yeah, you're right.
It should be
Heart Lake
City
probably
Airbnb.
Well, you've got family up in New England. I imagine there's still a lot of bed and breakfasts up there.
They're up there, but for every bed and breakfast, there's probably 100 Airbnbs.
I'm sure there are.
I want to see a Heart Lake City Airbnb set.
Yeah.
Or maybe Verbo.
And stop. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Yes, I forgot to mention this at the beginning. We are now streaming on Twitch and X.
Are we
First
really?
time ever.
Right now?
Yeah, currently.
Oh, cool.
I totally
Crazy.
forgot. But yeah, so if you are commenting on there, the comments do not link with the streaming service we're on right now. This is our first time
doing
it
here.
No, I don't think, unless no one's
Well,
watching.
you're like checked up here.
Yeah, but like Instagram doesn't link.
Well, when we first started Facebook, we didn't get a lot of comments from there.
So it's hard to say. If you're watching on Twitch or X, please drop a comment, and if we see it, great. If we don't, that's because we just are learning the system. But if you guys like Twitch and X, we're on there now.
Yeah. And if any of you are on YouTube and you would prefer to watch it through one of those
Yeah.
mediums, go check it out.
Right.
And then, given that this is our first one,
Tell us if it looks good.
Yeah, if you have any feedback on it, please send us an email and let us know how that's looking or if there's any issues or anything.
Tank Battles tomorrow will be
Yeah.
on Twitter or X and Twitch.
Yeah.
Should be, yes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yes, I agree, BJ. I want to say Twitter, but I know X is its legal name.
It is what it is. We'll get used to it eventually.
This is funny. BP said the black wire hanging near the corner had me panic. I cracked my screen. Yeah, this is the light wire.
Oh,
I know, but it wouldn't quite reach the plug from where it was like
You
that.
just gotta pull it down. Okay.
I
Well,
didn't wanna pull
I'll work
everything
on that
down.
more today.
But anyway, that's really funny.
Yeah, no, you're good.
There's no breakfast at an Airbnb, so it's really just an Airbnb.
That's true.
Airbnb.
That's true.
Well, it depends.
I mean,
I've
never been to
before
one
that
with a
have
breakfast.
breakfasts.
I'd like
I
that.
have been
Okay,
to them before.
Broken
Is-
Bros,
Because there's somebody
breakfast
staying
in
there
the
making
chat.
you
But they
breakfast,
don't-
or they just put out like a basket with some granola bars in it.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
not breakfast.
Yeah,
That's,
no, no, that's-
But bed and breakfast do the same thing sometimes.
well,
I've
if
been
it
to a lot of
could, I'd say
things.
it's probably not a good bed.
that's
breakfast.
a pretty weak bed and breakfast.
All right, let's talk about some Lego news.
Yeah, let's
we
refocus here.
derailed. All right, we got official pictures. This is a big one.
Yeah,
We had a
boy.
blurry one last week, but here's some official pictures of the botanical garden coming
soon. Coming soon.
Next month.
Is it?
Yeah,
I think
believe
it's November.
it's
Yeah.
Which is interesting that it's in the same month as the modular building, which we have
Well,
still
November.
not seen.
And then December is the module.
Oh, was it
So they're a
December?
month
Okay,
apart.
You're right. But this is not an official modular building. This is a Lego Ideas set.
Yeah.
It is on two 32 by 32 base plates, which makes it at least a larger footprint
Yeah,
than any
right.
modular that they've ever made. Modulars have only ever been up to 1.5 wide, and this does not include any modular attachment points.
Right.
However,
I was gonna point that out.
this would be very easy to Mills
Yeah,
plate
yeah.
and incorporate in your
Oh,
city.
yeah.
And it's fine that there's little gaps down the side. I don't know why people are always obsessed with actually making the modulars connect. I think this is okay if you have little gaps.
Right. I agree.
So, yeah, this looks great. Lots of new pieces.
There's
I
the
love the
back of
new.
it there.
I love the new corner kind of glass dome pieces
really
up on the
good.
top. There's gonna be lots of recolors for flowers, including some of those new small flower pieces that we saw starting to pop up in some of the Wicked sets and things like that. But yeah, lots of new recolors,
The
new
upside
techniques.
down on those is an interesting technique.
So there was a couple designer videos that came out from some of the Lego fan days where they were talking about some of the different species of plants and things that are represented. So you can go find that
that's cool.
video if you want more info about that.
Oh, there's a little coffee thing on the wall. Coffee tile.
Yes, this is in one of the side parts.
So you
This
can
is like
see-
a little cafe.
Yeah, that's cool.
The
neat.
central area has most of the large plants, and then I think the other small section on the side was like an arid area, which has like the drier like cacti and more
Yeah,
deserty
cool.
plants.
So here's all your figures that comes with. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Huge
6,
lineup of
7, 8,
figures.
9, 10, 11,
Yeah.
12 figs.
Yeah.
2 workers, it looks like, or at least 2. What would you gardeners?
Botanists,
Botanists.
gardeners, yeah.
And then a director kind of looking guy.
Mm-hmm.
Then the barista over there.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Lots of cool minifigures. It is definitely very much in line with the modular. So if you're a modular collector, I'm
Right.
sure this would be
Very
a great
similar.
addition to
What's
that
the
collection.
best botanical gardens you guys have been to?
I've never been to a botanical garden.
Joe Wicker. Joseph Wicker.
That's really disappointing.
Is
I
it?
love botanical gardens.
I think they're great.
If I have been, Joey.
Crying out
Joey,
loud,
he does
Joey.
it
every single time. I'm gonna
Um,
smack him.
Anyway, the botanical gardens in Washington D.C. is fantastic. If you've never been to that one,
Been there.
I've not been to the one here in Atlanta. I've heard that one's really nice.
It is good. Callaway Gardens probably has one better than Atlanta. It's a
Okay.
Victorian style building like that.
Yeah.
And then I went to the one in London, which is like what that is probably designed after. Very, very similar.
I also went to one that was in Copenhagen, Denmark. That was basically like a botanical gardens in the middle, but then all of the like surrounding parts of the building were an art museum. So you could like go like it was a large central atrium with lots of these large plants, but then all of the art galleries were kind of offshoots.
Did they have any
from
Van
it, which is
Goghs in
very
there?
cool. I don't remember.
Was it Van Gogh, Van Going, or Van Gogh?
It's pronounced Van Gogh. All right. Let's see. What else do we
So
want to? Oh,
with that,
yeah.
oh no, wrong one.
There it is.
There it is. This is a gift with purchase, correct?
Correct.
With
And
the
we had
botanical
seen a
garden.
blurry picture of this originally, and we were like, "What the heck is that? That looks terrible." But it makes sense as a gift with purchase with this. I think it's called like entrance gate, so I guess you could display it, in
Would
front of the building.
Yeah,
so
you could put it right there in the front.
Yeah. So, nice little thing. Nothing crazy to write home about, but you get some of those extra small flower pieces. So, nice little extra bonus there that you'll
Yeah.
get with that.
And then the one I flashed up for a second. This is the Ideas gift with purchase, correct?
Correct.
Books
Yep.
are my passion.
That's right. This was based on a contest that they did for, it was like International Reading Day or something like that. But this is the Books Are My Passion gift with purchase. So got a nice little build with a chair, some plants, and a nice tall bookshelf with that iconic ladder going up there. Get one of the little globe pieces. So again, nothing crazy parts wise, as is typical with gift with purchases, but it's a nice little build if you want to display it in your library or something similar like that. We got a couple other gift with purchase type things, rumors. Oh, sorry, the Books Are My Passion gift with purchase is going to be starting October 28th with purchases over $130.
Nice.
And then the other gift with purchases that we have coming up towards the end of the year, there will be a Christmas train gift with purchase, which is going to be micro scale, 294 pieces. We've gotten at least a couple things like this before that are just little, kind of small Christmas train builds. So shouldn't be anything too crazy there. And then we will have a Year of the Snake gift with purchase for Chinese New Year next year. This will be another one of those small little box ones like we've gotten for the past several years for each of the Chinese New Year Year of the Animal sets. So
it's that ladder is the fence pieces turned sideways. It's like
just
with
the 1x4 railing
to answer your
pieces.
question.
Yep.
Travertine.
Yep. So that's going to do it for gift with purchases. Let me do another text-based news. So Bricks and Pieces on Lego.com has added a new feature where you can upload a wanted list in the, I forget what the format type is. It's like .xml or something. It's whatever the standard format is that Bricklink uses and Studio or Stud.io uses to generate parts lists. So you can now upload that to Bricks and Pieces. I have not personally tried it. I would assume it would then automatically add as many of the pieces as it can to your cart. I don't know if it'll tell you which ones it didn't add.
Or which ones are best sellers, which is a big deal.
Right. Well, it should still give you the breakdown because there's just two separate tabs for bestsellers and standard parts. But if anybody's tried it, feel free to let us know in the comments. I think it's definitely a step in the right direction as Lego is kind of integrating Bricklink into itself more. I think that compatibility is good. So if people are
they're integrating
mocks,
already?
If people are making mocks in Stud.io and things and they want to be able to buy the pieces, they previously could only pretty much use that file type to buy them from Bricklink, which Lego was getting a portion of the sales. Now you can buy them directly from Lego where they get 100%.
How about the ability to share a wanted list? Any update on that, Daniel?
No idea. Don't know. Never
That
tried.
that feature has been coming soon on
Has it?
Bricklink since before Lego bought it.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay. Cool. So it's gotten a little bit lost in the transition.
Feature to have.
Yeah, it definitely would. Well, I would assume you could still. Couldn't you still export it to that XML file, send it to somebody, and then they would re-upload it into a wanted list? I guess it's just a little more
I
secure.
reckon you could do that.
Okay, you reckon? All right. But anyway, so that's a nice little feature that they added there. What do you want to do next?
I got CMFs.
Yes. Okay. So we showed some pictures of these before. Sorry, this is kind of a tall image. And
It's a weird
got a little
image,
small,
yeah.
but the biggest ones that people are excited about, we can see more details on the Wolfpack Beastmaster
so
here.
Cool.
So a cool sort of tattered edged cape that I
Yeah.
think is new. I don't think we've ever seen that shape.
Not all the way around it, yeah.
We can also tell now that both the torso and legs are confirmed to be unique from the torso that came in the
Medieval
Medieval Market
thing,
Village
yeah.
or whatever the exact title of it was. So it's nice that they're not reusing that torso. Nice that we're getting dual molded and printed legs as well. We already knew we were getting that shield. So
cool. Definitely
very
getting that
cool.
one.
Yeah, and using that hood as well. That's
Right.
previously, I think, only been used in Star Wars. Maybe
Yeah,
a couple
and,
other things.
some other things too. The new ring wraith had it.
We could see the I don't even know what you want to call it. It looks like Space Police to me, but
Yeah,
this,
it's
like
called
the jetpack
guy. Yeah.
jetpack trooper or something.
He looks awesome though.
Yeah, the helmet looks like it's dual molded with the white and the transparent red. Really cool prints on the torso and legs as well. So nice to see some extra clear pictures of these as well. You can see the pterodactyl guy with
Yeah,
those wings.
I love that so much.
So glad they did new wing molds
Absolutely.
for that as well. So lots of good things in here. You can find this image as well and zoom in on it more closely to see some of those small ones down below. But good to get some extra close-ups of these.
When are those supposed to go?
January 1st, I believe.
Is it or is it not? I feel like they've been coming out in like
February.
February, March. But
Well,
yeah.
one of those two.
I can't remember.
I thought it
don't
was
recall.
January 1st.
It usually
as
is.
usual,
It might be.
but we start seeing them in December.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe so.
It's hard to say.
Maybe so. But yeah, good to see some more of those. So
All right. The last thing I got is Harry Potter.
sure, let's let's do the rest of the stuff then. There's going to be a new architecture set coming next year. All we know is that it's going to have 1,880 pieces and that it's going to be $160. So this is kind of continuing
Notre
with this
Dame
sort of
style.
medium to large, not quite as big as Notre Dame, but think like maybe the Great Pyramids or something like that. So this kind of medium to large architecture set, it seems is the direction they're moving towards, rather than kind of the last wave, which was lots of skylines and smaller sets. We actually did a really good Between the Studs video on architecture sets and kind of the different eras of architecture, kind of the way that they've broken it down. And so this seems to be kind of cementing the fact that we're moving away from skylines and into this new era of these kind of larger architectural icons. Sort of almost like wonders of the world type thing. So they could really do a lot of different things with this. So I won't even speculate, but a lot of cool things they can do with that. We also have a couple art sets that are going to be coming next year. On January 1st, we are going to be getting one that is 791 pieces for $80. I would expect this is sort of more of a freeform edge wall art kind of thing, maybe like the Parrots or like the Rolling Stones or modern art, something like that. I think we'll get another one of those. And then on May 1st, we will be getting one that is 2,615 pieces for $200. So this could be something more like with a frame, like the Milky Way or any one of the larger scale mosaics, things like that. So a couple new art sets that'll be coming out next year. No extra info about what those will be, though. So with the pictures that we had, I think it was last week with all of those polybags, the rumor is that polybags will be coming to an end in 2025, which was kind of a clickbaity title.
So does it mean it's going to be poly boxes?
No, it means they're going to be paper bags, which I don't know if everyone's going to call them paper bags or continue to call them polybags.
It's like the foil packs. They're foil, but now they're paper.
Right. And people, I feel like, are still calling them foil packs
packs.
and
It's
not
just
paper packs
dumb
because
that
that's
they're
also
paper.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
It would be nice if they could make the paper out of a clear paper
Yeah.
that you
Clear
could actually
paper.
see into that was kind of
Okay.
made out of the same material as the poly bag.
Interesting. Yeah, you can make it out of like oil or something. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel like a lot of these are going to get ripped open. If they're
That'll
just
be way
hanging
easier.
by the register at Targets and Walmarts and things like that.
What they'll do is, because they did have this problem, they've tried this before
Yeah.
in the Ninjago employee gift for the holiday employee gift, the Christmas
Yeah.
gift.
Yeah.
Well, the paper bags in the sets.
They
yeah.
put the paper bags in the sets, and a lot of them ripped open
Yeah.
Right.
inside the box. So what they're going to do this time is they're going to, inside the paper bag, they're going to put a poly bag where they're
Okay.
they're
That's-
inside the
yeah,
poly bag. So
great.
they don't rip open.
It is highly possible.
Kind of like what they're doing with the CMF figures.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some of
right.
them they're putting in an additional bag.
Right.
That
in the
Unikitty.
box.
That Ninjago employee gift was the first one they did, and I think that's what delayed the release of paper bags and
It
set
didn't
for
do
so
well.
long because it didn't do well. They kind of had to go back to the drawing board, and I think basically what they did was they added more plastic film layers into the paper.
Which-
Yeah. So
Whatever.
anyway, we won't talk about Lego's greenwashing, but yeah. So polybags are ending in
Hypothetically,
2025. So the reason the art for those pictures may have looked kind of weird is because it was preliminary art that's probably going to be
on
applied
paper
to
bags.
a
That makes
paper bag
sense. Yeah.
rather than a poly bag. What'll be interesting is how that art actually looks
Yeah.
on that paper bag, because the paper bags and sets really just have plain black printing for the numbers and stuff. So I don't know
Yeah.
how well color images are going to look. I guess
Probably
they'll
more
look like
washed
the
out,
paper
but
packs from
yeah.
the European magazines.
Which look more washed out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that affects marketing and sales. This is a very skeptical rumor that I found somewhere, which was that, and I think it's been ongoing for a while, that Blacktron will potentially be returning in 2025. Supposedly, this was an older rumor that might have gotten conflated with the release of the Pharrell Williams spaceship set. It might have gotten mistook for a Blacktron set, but
yeah.
apparently this rumor is still circulating, so I don't know if that's just old things still being spread around or if that's actually gives more credence to that rumor. But now we've reported it. And the last thing I have before Harry Potter, I don't remember if we talked about it last week or not, but there is a large dragon-style mech set coming from Ninjago.
We didn't have pictures.
I think that's the sort of purple and red one.
Yeah.
And then the other bit of Ninjago news that I have this week is that the micro Ninjago city sets that are VIP rewards, which are in the VIP rewards center, have been reduced in, I would say price, but points value for redemption.
So
they were previously all
27.
I think the very first one was 27.
No, 23 and then 27 for the rest of them.
That was the other way around.
Maybe
I
it
thought
was.
I think
Maybe
the
it's
first
27, then
Ninjago, I
23.
think the regular Ninjago City was 2,700, and then the other three were
23.
2,300.
Yeah.
They've now all been reduced to 1,800
That's
VIP
exciting.
point or insiders points.
Now, if you've
They-
already gotten one, can you go back and get another one?
Yes.
can
After a
still
certain
do
amount of
more,
time,
sure.
you can do another one.
Yep.
This is probably them just clearing out what they have left.
Probably. So if you want to go get one,
Yeah,
now
exactly.
would be the time to do it.
Exactly, Ben.
Yeah. Yeah. I won't say anything else about that. If you feel frustrated about it, reach out to customer service. That's all I'll say.
How about Andrew M at RSM?
Yeah, that's right.
I would not recommend contacting our good friend Andrew about your Ninjago City gift of purchase. Or not gift of purchase, you know what I mean.
All right, y'all guys want some good news?
Let's do some Harry Potter news. Hit
Which
it.
one do you want first?
Either one. Dealer's
Okay.
choice. Woo!
Malfoy
Malfoy Manor.
Manor.
Oh, that's amazing looking.
This
Yeah.
is very cool.
We were
It's
very
like
excited
Arkham
when we heard this
Asylum.
rumor. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does have some Arkham Asylum vibes, which Bellatrix should be in.
Now, what I just thought about and kind of noticed here, you've got these very steep black pointed roofs on here, and if you know a handful about Lego parts, so these are the squared off corners, and on the very top they've put a 2x2 round cone on top rather than the 2x2 sort of square
Mm-hmm.
pyramid top. That 2x2 square pyramid top in black is like a $20 piece right now. So instead of putting that, I think the last set it came in was the last Arkham Asylum, or not the Lego Batman movie one, but the one before that, Arkham
So
Asylum.
do you think Lego didn't use that in this because it was too expensive?
Well, or just
Or
because
they
it's
just
been
didn't-
out of production for a while.
Yeah, they just didn't want to
But
bring it back.
it's frustrating to see that they've made a pretty glaring substitution there to
Yeah.
avoid using that part,
That makes sense.
which has been out of production for a while and is very expensive.
Yeah.
But anyway, besides that little side tangent, I think this looks like a pretty great set.
I'm excited to see what the other side looks like because
Right.
this looks like a pretty thin facade.
Yeah.
It would be cool if we flip it around and there's a little bit coming out. Maybe it's like that little dining room table that they did that whole ritual on.
Yeah, I would imagine the
Something like
first
that.
floor would maybe have like the dungeon. That
Yeah.
they were in. There would probably be some big arches kind of
Right.
representing that dungeon area. And then maybe some stairs leading up to the main floor where
Yeah.
there'll probably be like a big chandelier or something that
I
hopefully
really
you can
hope
drop.
so. I want Dobby to drop that chandelier.
Yeah, I would hope that there's maybe like a knob on the side which you can turn, which like raises a piece of chain or something,
Yeah.
and then if you let it go, that it falls down and crashes into the floor.
Yeah.
There's a lot of very dark, morbid scenes that take place here.
Like
so
Bellatrix
Is that Dobby?
torturing Hermione. Yeah.
I thought Dobby died.
He dies at this scene.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, he dies shortly thereafter. So I don't know if there will be a small dagger piece included with this or not.
I thought maybe they'd do a molded piece.
Yeah, maybe.
Fig selection here is really good. The really cool thing is the Harry Potter you get has one side of the face
Has
is
the
that
messed
morphed
up-
like
yeah.
melted looking face.
You get some more of those gargoyle pieces
Yeah,
from the
those are
Wednesday
great.
set.
We got Narcissist Malfoy,
Yes, Narcissa Malfoy.
which we haven't
Um,
got since 2011.
One of my biggest disappointments with this is that we still do not get a new molded wand for Lucius Malfoy.
Yeah,
I still think it would be so easy to include a 3-long bar with like a little snake head that you stick on the end that they could probably use in some Ninjago sets or something. So for all the Lego designers out there that I know watch this show, please,
we want it.
this is the set. it should
Randy
have come.
actually likes this set.
There we
Wait,
go.
I bet it's because Dobby dies.
Probably.
She's a big Harry Potter fan.
She's,
right?
she loves
a
Harry
big
Potter.
Dobby death.
Yeah, she loves Dobby.
So
Yeah, that's right.
I've
Dobby
got
has
a-
dual molded legs.
I've got a Harry Potter question for you guys.
What you
so HBO's coming out with the new Harry Potter series
Right.
in 2 years or something
Yeah.
like that.
At least, yeah.
It's gonna last for 10 years apparently.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's wild.
Lego doesn't really do much HBO stuff because it's usually more adult
right,
content.
Yeah.
Are they going to keep coming out with Lego sets during that
Yes,
10 years?
100%. Unless they go to mature rated. Because that's the only thing Lego has declared, and they stuck by it. They don't make anything from R-rated material.
Yeah. Well,
They don't.
Deadpool.
He was made before those movies.
Will HBO?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, actually, that was part of a cartoon. Deadpool was
Yeah.
in the cartoon.
Yeah, it's a comic thing. Yeah.
Will HBO make it PG-13 so that they continue to do Lego sets?
That's a good thought too.
I mean, it's still based on a kid's show.
Honestly,
I think they
I
would
don't-
be hard
I
pressed
would
to make
hate
Harry
if
Potter
they made
rated
it
R,
mature. Yeah.
or well, whatever it is for TV
Yeah.
shows. I think
They're
it's what
pretty adult
TVMA.
at
Yeah,
the last
sure.
couple movies, though. The last couple of Harry Potter movies.
It
got
did.
I
pretty-
mean,
It did.
yeah, violence-wise, it's more. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Ben, I think that's the only one that's on the edge there, the Echo CMF, but she also was in Hawkeye, and that was PG-13. So.
Yeah.
Randy said she needs every Dobby figure ever.
That's right. That's right. We'll get you a complete Dobby collection, Randy.
Right.
All
right, last
Anyway,
one.
that Malfoy Manor, it's 1,601 pieces for $150. Just to recap.
Now, this is one that I didn't even know there was a rumor for until you showed me this
No,
picture.
this
and
came out of nowhere.
Skadoosh. Micro scale
is-
Diagon Alley.
That's right.
The whole freaking thing.
And this appears to be in the same scale as all of the other modular buildings, which would be like kind of the 8x8 footprint representing a 32 by 32 base plate. So it seems to be relatively in the same scale, but all of these are coming in one set. So this
Which
makes
is
this
awesome.
larger than obviously any of the Ninjago City individual sets, and larger even than the original mini modulars
Right.
set. So this could be a surprisingly hefty price tag for the size of these sets, because they obviously use a lot of very small pieces to make these buildings.
Are there micro figures in that?
Yeah.
There are microfigs, and they do
Oh,
appear
yeah.
to be printed.
Oh, I love those.
So that'll be similar to a lot of the ones I'm sure that came in that large Harry Potter set.
Close. Ben.
No, Ben. I'm kind of lucking out here that they
Did
have
it
done
before you
all of
did
the
it.
ones that I have not done. I didn't do any of the Ninjago ones. I didn't do
Yeah.
any of the Harry Potter ones. I had
Worked out for
only
you.
done the main modular line, which they still have not done at this point. Given that they're doing this, they clearly think that it's working well. But
Yeah.
then again, on the other side of the coin, the fact that they've discounted the Ninjago ones in the reward center makes it seem
Yeah.
like maybe those ones weren't selling
And
very well.
this will probably, because of the size, obviously be a set you could purchase.
Correct. Yeah, I'm sure. But lots of cool extra features that were not in the modular buildings. We've got some extra buildings
Oh,
that
yeah,
were not
several.
in that. We also get the night bus there
I love
as
that.
well.
Yeah.
The Gringotts, of course, is fantastic though,
Yeah.
and you actually get the dragon
Yeah, I love that they included
perched on top, kind of like they have down in Universal.
that.
So very cool here. Very excited for this one. I'm sure I'll probably end up picking this one up.
It's going to be hard not to.
Yeah.
Probably, I guess it's probably going to be 100, 150.
Probably at
just 'cause
least.
of the
Yeah.
parts.
I don't remember what that original mini modulars retailed for, but that was over 10
Yeah,
years
that was
ago.
quite
I
a
would
while
imagine.
ago.
$80?
Maybe.
For the original one,
$80,
that sounds right. Probably 60 to 80.
2,000 pieces?
Probably about right. Yeah, it's always
It's
again,
small parts,
surprising.
but it's going to be a ton of parts. Yeah.
I would say that this is there was a micro scale Diagon Alley. I think it was a gift with purchase, the one that came with the Ollivander figure.
much worse. Very different.
But this is much more well done than that. So very excited about this. Very excited.
All right, well, that's all the Lego news we
That's
have.
all our Lego news. What do we have for show and tell today? What do we have for show and tell today?
I
Who
got
wants to go
some
first?
stuff.
Chris, why don't you go first?
So we're cleaning out trailers right now,
Mhm.
and we've got all of our sealed Lego bags in them.
Yep.
We get tons of sealed bags from Lego sets, just
Yep.
loose, random bags.
They come in bulk. They come in
Yeah.
sets that have been
Everywhere you could imagine. And so this is one we got the other day. Joe, what's the specific character's name?
Yeah, so this is the possessed Lloyd, which is when Lloyd is possessed by Moro. This is from the Moro dragons that you can tell by all those, what's that? Bright light green.
yellowish green.
Yeah, those
Macaroni bricks.
Those are cool, and that dragon is a very great set with the rolling kind of style.
So this figure is what'd she go for?
I think $50 or $60.
Wow.
50 to 60
Yeah,
So sealed in
pretty
its
sure.
original bag,
Right.
we're gonna sell him, and then you get the two little ghosts. Is that what you call them?
Yeah, they're basically little.
That's
ghosts with
that's
everything.
Slimer in
Force
there,
Ghosts.
and
Yeah, this is really cool to see. That's a great.
So we're gonna sell this as a sealed bag.
Right, just like that.
With that Lloyd in it.
Right.
That's Lloyd. And then here's another really
Yeah, this
cool
one's crazy.
I like this one a lot.
This is a UFO
Then Kazi.
bag.
Check it
And Daniel, you might know, and if you don't know, maybe somebody can figure
Actually, I
out.
almost wore that shirt today.
So you got two of the panels,
Mhm.
the
You
UFO
trying
print
to figure out which
panels.
set it's from?
Yeah, you've got the sticker. That sticker came in 10 sets. But then you
Okay.
look at that rope. There's a rope in there. To almost like
What?
maybe to hang it with or
It
something.
looks like a piece of elastic or something.
It's like a really thick rope. You see that?
It looks like elastic to
It looks
me.
like you would hang the ship with it.
Yeah.
And
That's
that
really
doesn't
weird.
show up on any of the Bricklink inventories.
Yeah.
Well, let me
For
find
those sets.
what are those things?
And, I
called?
mean, this is a
Saucer?
sealed bag, so it's I don't know how it would have snuck in.
So I did look quite a bit, but you might have to look later unless somebody on the chat can answer.
UFO pattern. Is it one left and one right? So let's see. That one's on the left.
Yeah.
That one's on the right. Okay. And this is the 10 by 10, not the 14 by 14. All right, do some other show and tell while I do some research.
Okay. And then so that's the polybag stuff.
Fine.
And of course we're finding lots of really cool stuff. I'm
Welcome,
opening
Carbo.
most of them and putting the figures together.
Right.
And then what we're not using for parts, we're just selling it in our new
okay.
seal.
Is this helpful? Is that rare official
Maybe.
elastic strand part
Maybe.
number?
You know what this could be from?
No.
There was one of these sets that came with a like an insectoid's mask. I wonder if that was
That
you
would
put like
be,
the elastic on the mask or something.
I don't think it's enough.
I don't know.
That's
Well,
try
right
try
now
to
I'm gonna try to
possibly
find the
be
one
enough.
that comes with the black
I'm gonna
grate.
copy that number.
Oh, we have this. This came in the mail yesterday, Joe.
Oh boy, sounds loud.
It is a
Oh, yeah.
Fort Legorado.
I just opened this up this morning.
It looks pretty good. It's got all the parts in there. And it has the instructions with its original box. Is this the original or the re-release?
Well, see if you got a year on it.
6769.
1996?
96. That's
the
the
original
original. Yeah. And this people ask for this all the time. So the girls will probably inventory this next week because they're on vacation this week,
Correct.
Mhm.
and we will get it out on the floor. I'm gonna say 2 weeks probably. This will be a pretty high priority.
Yeah, I definitely will try to get that one out this week if possible.
Nice.
Caro said it's a joke. Dang. I even looked up the numbers.
Well, okay, so here's what I found. So I looked at the
Yeah,
UFO
it's a very
sets
nice box,
that come with the
probably.
printed saucer pieces,
Yeah.
and then cross-reference that with which of those sets came with the 8x8 sort of
Yeah.
grate plate. So only two of the sets that contain the saucer plate pieces also include the grate part, and that would be 6975 Alien Avenger, which is sort of the two-tiered, just round saucer. And then the other one is Cyber Saucer,
With
which was the one that came with or without the promotional mask. So
maybe that is what that
could
is for.
potentially have something to do with the mask. I'm not sure. I'm
Interesting.
not sure. I did look in the inventory for the one with promotional mask, and I don't see
It is a kid-sized mask.
any
It's
like
really
elastic
small, so
stuff.
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Well,
Oh, hang
look,
on.
Yeah, the mask.
the
has
mask
a little,
does have a
so
little
that's what
knot
this is.
with elastic on it.
That's crazy.
So interesting. So the mask came as like part of the packaging, but the piece of elastic came in the bag. So this is for a very specific
That
set.
is, this is much rarer than
That's
we
actually,
thought.
yeah, when you take the knot out of it and stretch that out,
It's
it's probably
probably
at least
adorable. And for a
3 times as
kid.
long. And then it's elastic, so it stretches further.
I've got one more thing for show and tell.
Go for it.
Grumpy. He said he could smell the brisket. He
So
must be
this-
close.
This came with from Spider-Man: Homecoming, and it
It's like
was
an eye.
part of the Shatari ship
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
that's really cool.
that Vulture's Michael Keaton.
Right, they're pulling those gems.
You know,
out,
they're
yeah.
chipping these off the ship,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
they're foaming on the ground. So that was made by Marvel Props. That's one of the things they chipped
That's
off.
pretty
the
cool.
background.
Yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
cool. That's pretty sick.
Nice.
Also, this picture you sent me, Chris. What is this?
Oh, that was
That was
part of
for
the
what he was
damage
talking
control.
about.
So
the damage.
little story
Yeah.
time here. That came out in 1989, the first Damage Control comic, and that is what the Department of Damage Control stemmed
Right.
from. And that was I went into a local gas station and bought that off the shelf from the newsstand,
Nice.
you know, in 1989. I was 11 years old.
Why would
Prime time for comics.
What were you doing reading comics when you could go
And-
see 1989 Batman? Okay. All right.
It all went together.
yeah,
I mean, it
all
was, of course.
And I think that's all the show and tell we have today.
No,
Oh wait, no, I've got
a little
the
bit.
boogeyman. Look, our newest custom kit. Buy it now to go with your
Just in
what's it
time for
called?
Halloween.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh,
set.
hey,
Oh, that's right.
speaking of Halloween, we have a lot of Halloween activities going on
This is
in the
true.
store right now.
We do.
So if you can get to the store before October 31st,
Mhm.
or, we got a lot going on. So just dress up, wear a costume, and we'll take care of you.
Yes, that is true, Carbo. That is the correct threshold. 130 for the bookcase.
Nice.
All right. I'll just-
No, give me that. Give me that. You just drew the sword right out of the stone.
I did. I'm that guy, bro. I'm that guy. I want that. I need it.
Yeah, I might sell it.
I
to you.
need it.
We'll see.
It's actually really good quality too.
It's pretty nice. It's not like the foam ones that they do anymore.
No.
This is all. I think it says on here like 100%. I think it's like recycled plastic or something.
It feels like felt.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it's
think they
definitely
basically
felty.
make it out of like probably recycled plastic bottles or something.
Have you
But-
tested it out? Can it take
Oh,
a
here you
little
go.
bit?
Made from PET plastic bottles.
Oh wow.
Not tested it out. I've not sliced Joe's head off with it yet. But
Yeah, here.
pretty sweet. And then I mean, it's parts, So this was actually.
Cosby's excited. For
So
this.
they've got the factory store, but then if you go to the back of the park by the Ninjago area, they've got the they call it the outlet store, which is where all the stuff that goes like on clearance goes. So there was a bunch of the Avatar sets, there was a bunch of Friends sets, and then they had basically more giant pick-a-brick tables full of what I assume is the parts from the factory shop that they're either getting ready to discontinue, or it's also probably all the stuff that they like sweep up off the floor because it gets a little rowdy in there with kids. So you get these for like I think it was €6 for 100 grams instead of the 10. So I got a bunch of the trans black 1x4 bricks.
Those
These are gonna be really
hot,
nice.
dude.
For New Hashima. They also had there were a lot of printed parts in there as well, like blueprints, printed tiles, some of the Vikings printed
That's
pieces.
crazy.
So these are pieces that were in the regular factory store, but if you dig through the clearance bin at the outlet store, you can find a lot of that
How long were you guys there for?
all day. All day. All right, we'll move through these pretty quick. So at the outlet store, they also have all of the Duplo parts. I can't believe I got suckered into buying Duplo parts, but these are pretty cool. I'll find something to do with these.
Goodness.
Satin trans
That's
clear,
sick.
giant Duplo stars. Let's see if we can get this to focus a little better.
That's
Here we
really
go.
That's really cool.
Duplo parts are getting so cool. I couldn't resist this.
Yo, there's a toilet.
This is a little cake stand mixer.
That's,
And it like hinges up and the pot comes off. It's just cool. I don't know
And
what
the
I would
best
do
part-
with it. And a little toilet and the seat goes
That
up.
looks vintage.
I couldn't resist.
They've had those for a long time.
I couldn't resist. They're cool little fun parts. And they had tons of like big Duplo parts if you're looking for filler stock.
they need
for
a
mods.
trans satin
Right?
Duplo piece.
So I'll find something cool to do with these. I don't know what. They'll probably sit around for a while. All right, we'll start moving through these pretty quick. Let's see what else we got. I got more of these dark orange tubes. These have got New Hashima written all over them. These are from the Alcatraz Lego City set. I did get a bunch of these on Lug Bulk this year, but they also had them in the factory store, so I can help it get more. There's curved sections and straight sections. Pretty neat. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, this was the even better find. Because these were not on Lug Bulk this year. These only just came out in the Mandrake set. So this is like it's actually a 5x5 macaroni with like a little
Plate
flange
bottom.
inside. So the
That's cool. Was this on the pot?
on the pot for the Mandrake, it only comes with 4 of these, and I had bought a couple of them on Bricklink, but they were like over $1 a piece. So I loaded up.
Loaded up a
I loaded up on these. This was probably at least I don't know. It was way more than 100 grams. It was probably at least like 300 or 400 grams because this was not quantity limited. So I got a whole bunch of those. Let's see. What else we got down here? I got more of the satin trans pink
those
fern
are so
pieces.
cool.
These being foliage, they were quantity limited, but I had gotten some of these the last time that Corey and Rich went there, but I couldn't help but get some more. They did not have the satin blue new like double wide fern pieces. They had them earlier in the season because you can like find videos where people will go and tour through and show off all the new parts for the season, but they did not have them when I was
All right,
there.
everyone. Important announcement: Grumpy's 15 miles from Bucky's. Last call on your food order.
Oh, he's taking. But I better not.
Yeah, right. It's dangerous.
Thank you.
Yeah,
man.
no, absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
For
I gotta-
anyone who doesn't know, Grumpy's on his way to come visit us, so
He
we're
is,
very
he is.
excited to see him.
I'm sure we'll see him in
Are we
tank
gonna
battles.
see him in the
That's
tank battles
You'll,
tomorrow?
you should see him tomorrow. Yeah, he'll be
Hey,
hanging
he
around.
could. I got it. He could guest shoot for you guys.
Celebrity shot.
Oh no, you guys can.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not?
He
Why?
could guest shoot for
He
you
could-
guys.
He could shoot once for everybody, just to keep it fair. You know?
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see what.
It could be a power up.
You guys can
Could
talk.
be- could be a
y'all,
power.
y'all can talk to the commissioner
Could be a
about that, and we'll.
I like
Grumpy
that.
J might buy that power up himself. Got a bunch of sand blue 1x2 bricks.
Those are always
Nothing
good.
crazy, but given that I'm building a giant sand blue building right now, those will immediately go to good use. And then this is a bunch of parts that I got smaller quantities of, so just lots of tiles, sand blue ingots, sand blue
Ooh.
plates, sand blue palm
Oh,
tree
those are
leaves. That's
I
my
hope you know
basic
you're gonna have to clean all
tiles,
this up.
jumpers, facets. Oh, I was really excited about these. These are the new caution stripe pieces from the Lego City sets.
Those are cool.
In red and white, but they
Yeah.
come in some new sizes. So
That's
previously
nice.
we've only gotten caution stripes in like 1x2s and 1x4s. Now got 1x1s and 2x2s. Oh, I'm really excited about these because I had not gotten them on bricks and pieces. These are the geode crystal pieces
Oh yeah, we were
from
talking about
the
these.
like not unreleased set, but the like limited European release like City Jungle set
So cool.
that has the like new mysterious like interactivity brick. So these are on bricks and pieces, but they're not best sellers, which is why I did
How much
not
are
order
they?
them. So this was one of the special parts like animals, which you had to buy in quantities. So a lot of the animals come in like they pre-package them based on like groups. So it'll be like 5 pumpkins for 250 euros, or like here's like 3 different types of owls, or they had one that was the
You
butterflies.
just
So
got
like
5 of each of
all
those.
the printed butterflies, they had a pack of 4, and each one was a different butterfly. So this was a package of each of the five different
Yeah,
colors.
5 of each.
Yellow,
it looks
red,
like.
blue, green, purple. Yeah. So it was the 5 different colors of crystal were one pack for again probably like €2.50 or something.
Those are really cool.
But I got
So-
I got
so
5
unique,
of those.
yeah.
Joe, do you know why Daniel got these?
No.
For that Baywatch mock that he's been planning on?
That's the wrong. I
I
forgot
ended
about
up
that.
with dark green ferns. These actually probably belong to Corey. I need to return those to him because I don't
Oh,
think I got
boy.
any of those. I mostly got Nirishima stuff. Go figure.
Corey, it's on video. He stole from you.
Yeah, those are either Corey's or Rich's for sure. And then the last thing is just some other smaller stuff. This was from the Build a Minifigure place. They had a bunch of cool parts on the Build a Fig wall there, so I made some new Ashima figs. They also had those newer, the peach pieces that came in. Yeah, right. The newer peach pieces that came in some of the Chinese New Year sets. And then these were in the Ninjago Build a Fig store. They were these. What are these called? Do you even know?
I haven't
Is
got
there
that
some
far.
special name
That's,
for
I think
them?
that's the new season.
These were the only 2 colors they had, but they're this like dual molded pearl gold and then either trans green or trans
This
yellow,
is a great
like crystal piece. Yeah, some of the parts were just because I
No,
wanted the
that's
parts. They don't
pretty
necessarily
cool for
match.
Nirishima.
They probably won't be able to see these, but maybe kind
I
of.
mean,
Anyway, lots of goodies, and then of course I had to just get a generic souvenir. So I got the Legoland Denmark magnet that has the just the castle on it.
very cool.
So
Wait,
it was
that is
all-
generic, Daniel.
it was really
Do better.
cool. Ooh, these were cool too. Look.
Ooh.
The 4x4 tiles with the Lego logo on them from the truck. Pretty neat. They also had the big like 8x16 tiles from that set with the Lego stuff printed on the sides. So tons of cool stuff. It was also really cool seeing it all decorated up for Halloween. They had like spider webs everywhere and giant like pumpkin heads. And the park was open actually later. They usually close at 6, but they closed at like 8 p.m. instead.
Nice.
So we got a couple extra hours in the park, which is nice.
That was pretty cool.
So,
That was a lot.
yeah, I think that was everything. I think I got through all of it.
Oh,
so.
are we changing the time of our store tour this Friday?
No.
That-
Maybe actually,
No.
are we?
Are we?
We
Daniel?
talked about that.
We talked
Potentially,
undecided.
yes. We might potentially be changing the time of the store tour to 1 p.m.
1
Eastern
o'clock.
time.
Yeah.
Just stay tuned
Yeah.
to it. Keep your eyes out for that notification ahead of time.
Oh, and now that we're on Twitch,
Yes.
we don't know what to do yet, but we're gonna start doing
Any
some
ideas?
type
Yeah.
of video games.
Right. Let us
Lego
know.
video games.
Tell us what you want to see.
I would like to do competitions with
Oh,
some
yeah.
classic
Oh, yeah.
racing games.
Dude, there's plenty of options out there. So I know Ben Kazi would know all about those too. Any ideas you have?
suggestions,
Email us.
ideas, let us know. We can
Yeah.
do it right here
Yeah.
in the studio.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern time for Tank Battles, the final game of the season.
This is going to be a really good match. I
This
think
is-
this is the two best teams
This
in
is
the league.
gonna be-
Final regular season game.
Yeah,
We may
right.
need to have a championship.
Well, there's going to be championships.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's already planned.
Yeah.
So,
We'll
this is
see
gonna be
if
awesome.
there will be if tiebreakers will come into effect or if
So
the Gold
basically, we
Dragons
just
just
need
have
to-
a perfect
We just
season.
need to go 3-0.
We could just have a perfect season.
So
We'll see.
Yeah.
Tune in
we'll see you then.
tomorrow to find out.
Bye.